Yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah. Young, black, and gifted. We do it for the culture.
Can't fix with the Visine, talking dirty on my phone. Keep up with your hygiene. About to cup a grand mark, just to paint it lime green. Knew what I do, but I never had a chance to. Try to find a way just to lead by example. No credit, nigga, that's the reason for the sample. That's the reason for the sample. I appreciate the love, but I can see through the hate. Put a hole in you big enough to see through your face. This guy's see-through clip, you can see through the case. We blowing different strains, we used to pick C's out the eighth. I was 15 when I first put food on my plate.
And I mean, you have to be around for a while to know what I'm talking about. But the conversation went like, damn, the cover, you know what I'm saying? It got like a bando. It's a bando. And it's got the bullet holes and all that shit. And then the album, the name of the album is Nobody Left. But if you familiar with where we from, that's the bottom of the block. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I've been trying to get a cover made. Remember, I even reached out for you for a cover. And I'm like, man, I can't get no fucking cover made. And I got somebody to do one. Motherfucker, I ain't like it. I paid some boy for Instagram. He burnt me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They vicious. And that's what they do. They'll inbox you and all that shit.
Like, damn, bro. I sent you over the deposit already. Can I get like, damn?
This nigga got his whole page is nothing but screenshots of somebody else shit.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm about to get some hot shit sent back.
Dang.
And so eventually I'm like, man, I could do this shit myself. I'm like, damn, what's the concept? You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the concept first. The concept was I went on Google Maps and I was looking for the Derby Terrace sign. You know what I'm saying? That's where this album originated from, Derby Terrace. And motherfucking on Google Maps, the sign is ripped off because back in the day, niggas took the sign down. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a pole, no sign.
Yeah.
But then I see the crib, I'm like, oh shit, this is on perfect.
Yeah.
So I started editing. You know what I mean? I opened up a little edit joint and I came up with that joint.
Word.
But you know what I'm saying? I my thing was I didn't want, you know what I'm saying, nobody to feel like it was about them, because it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's about us, and that's
Word.
I mean, that's it.
That joint very what I'll say just from my, my knowledge is very relevant. Like you said, the bottom of the block, even in seeing the house, whether it was the street sign of the house, it take me back to a different time, maybe a different point in my life, but it's very relevant to who you guys are. You know what I mean? So
Nah, for sure.
yeah, shout out to y'all for that. So moving along, y'all, I want to talk a little bit about YouTube. So I know y'all got a few. I'm not sure. Maybe y'all could give me some clarity. I know it's a few channels. I know you got one, he got one, then you got the one collect. I don't know how it go, but I want to talk about some of the some of the content that's on there. Yeah. So and getting prepared for this show, I not just listen to the music. I go back. I'm going on YouTube and I seen some gems on it. For me, gems because I could burn out an album. I could listen to the album so many times. I'm like, that's how I found myself on the Pain Project because I'm like, I need to hear something else.
Right.
So y'all got stuff dating back, some time. Right. Just talk to me about some of that. Like, if you want to talk from some of the past videos or some of the recent joints, it's some Johns on there. This is my favorite John. I seen this John. It was you, KEEF, BC, Jamal Ahmed. I don't know what song it is, but that's y'all on the cover. That's like in terms of like history for me, and for that being my first time seeing it.
Bags ended up doing.
Okay.
Will Brown made the beat.
Okay.
Yeah,
shout out to Will Brown. Okay.
The beat was fired, so but yeah, he made the beat. That was actually the first track me and Bags did.
Okay.
What was that John called again, bro?
I don't remember the
That's
name
not
of it.
Walking My Shoes, right?
Okay.
No, not Walking My Shoes. Fuck. I can't remember.
The name is, yeah, I mean, but I'm just talking more about the presence. I think when I saw, for me, it gave not only more context, but it shows it shows like, again, for people that might not know y'all and they might just be coming into Nobody Left. If they go searching y'all stuff, you know, regardless of how it came about or what it is, it shows that y'all been doing this shit for a while.
Yeah, for a minute.
That y'all got time in. You follow me? So that was one of the things that I picked up from it. Even if you talk about some of the more recent releases, even some of the Jones surrounded around Old Dodge. You got Smoker Rental, you know. Where was it? Was it Done With Rat, that joint? Inside the joint? Oh, fire. You know what I mean? So just talk to me about a few of them joints. Yeah.
It's just work we put in over the time and shit. Like, had a couple joints we did when we went out Atlanta. Had a ball out there. A couple freestyles. You got some joints with Champ, Be Good. I mean,
We're gonna plug that shit. I want people to see some of that stuff. I mean, obviously we want to draw traffic to the album,
yeah,
but it's gems
we put
there.
in over the years and shit. Like,
Yeah,
Fire.
I think more than anything, it just showed the growth. That's what I like. It showed the growth. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It showed the growth where we came from. You know what I mean? You can go back and look. Chemistry was always there. I mean,
That's what
it's crazy.
chemistry is a great word.
What page was that? All that old shit on, like, on YouTube?
I don't know, but
What
that's
we
another
present?
thing. I'm trying to, put
Bring it all
that
together.
shit in one home. All that shit. I don't even know everything that's on there because other people used to upload that shit.
Yeah.
So I find
Like people that was around y'all or just random people?
Not even just people that are around us. Like sometimes, you know what I'm saying, somebody has something recording, you know what I'm saying? Somebody be recording something. So I really...
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I really can't... I see new shit. So I see something that I didn't even know was there for real.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to put that shit all on one channel. I'm getting that shit together now for real. Cause like I said,
Bring all that shit together, like.
You know what I mean? If somebody gonna monetize off it, it gotta be me.
Absolutely, I would agree.
So.
But nonetheless, shout out to y'all for that because I mean, even in terms of numbers, I know we still trying to is you know, you got goals set for yourselves as far as what the music does, but some of the numbers that I see are, you know, they're good. You follow me? And so even in that, I think y'all can look at that and be proud of yourselves and see that y'all on the right track. So shout out to y'all for that. So you brought up Atlanta. Talk to me about that. That was a good joint. You know, we got a chance to get some. Was it one trip? Was it multiple trips? Or was it, how was that? Was it one joint?
Yeah, it was one trip.
Okay.
Niggas went out there, what was that, Memorial Day? Went out there, just chilled and shit. Did a little promotion, did a couple videos and shit. Just politicking, man. Going out there, meeting different people, getting music out there and shit.
How did it, so when you talk about meeting the people, like how was the reception? Like, how was the people?
You know, like, man, down south, they just show you love, genuinely, like.
Genuinely.
It's different. It's a different vibe now. Like,
What was we just talking about this morning? I said, motherfucking, like up here where we at now, right?
Yeah.
It's the Joe culture. It's the dick eating culture.
That's what they call it.
You feel me? So
I can't fuck. That shit alright, but I can't.
it don't fit us.
You know what I mean? That shit alright, but I ain't.
It don't fit us. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? I mean, once you know who you are as a person, it is what it is. We took that trip just to try to reciprocate some of the love. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same, being up, I mean, and this where we at, love ain't the first. You know what I mean? It's not the first option. You know what I mean? It's we live in a standoffish community. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted to go touch somewhere that wasn't so standoffish. You know what I'm saying? See how they reciprocated, and it was all love. You know what I'm saying? It was all love. But like I said, man, it was just to go feel something different. Cause you know, like I said, bro, I'll hear you, Joe, if you show love. This ain't that ain't how we is. You know what I mean? When I show love, it's genuine. It's rare that I hate something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't really. I'm looking to show love before anything.
Mhm.
If I can't find it, it's a reason. You know what I'm saying? For real. So it's like I was just trying to. I mean, we're trying to feel that same. Get that same shit back, man. Because you don't get it back around here. You know what I mean? You will eventually once motherfuckers start to understand you.
How y'all feel about that? Like when you say that, right? And the fact for y'all to be artists from up north, Dodge City, Philadelphia area, whatever you want to call it, that's like a trend that a lot of artists that made it from the city in recent, they had to kind of like go down south. Like how does that make y'all feel like with that being like a thing? The fact that you gotta pretty much, especially with everything that you just said, right? With having to kind of like venture out in order to kind of like receive.
I don't think you have to venture out. I think you just have to, you know what I'm saying, force your energy on other people. I think once motherfuckers understand, I mean, we are motherfucking living proof of that. You know what I'm saying? For a while, that shit can be hard, but once motherfuckers understand who you are, you know what I'm saying? Then sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you can come off rude. Sometimes I could probably come off rude if I'm not in that mood or that place. But the majority of the time, like I said, man, I'm looking to show love. I greet with respect. I was born on respect. I grew up on respect. So, you know what I mean? That's what I give. That's my start and my finish. Respect at all times. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Long as, you know what I mean, you could push that on people. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? I know motherfucking niggas I grew up with that hate the world. But, you know what I'm saying? When they with me, they know how I rock. You know what I'm saying? We ain't on that time, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of niggas like that, plenty of niggas. So I mean, for real, all in all, this music shit, that's really the plan. You know what I'm saying? Just to get everybody in line with the respect thing, cause I think that's lost out this bitch for real. Like the respect is really that's what it is. That is all gonna boil down to that. If you respect that man next to you, I mean, you have to figure it out because. You know what I'm saying? I think, go look in the city right now, man. A lot of niggas is dying because no respect. You know what I mean? Niggas don't respect their own mom. You can't expect them to respect you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Niggas come off disrespectful. But, like I said, man, I'm not one of the niggas that's... I do what I do. I don't feed it. Nobody can make me do something. You know what I'm saying? So the goal is, you know what I'm saying, to show everybody, bro, it's respect first. You feel what I'm saying? If you can respect that person next to you, everybody gonna get it. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Yeah, it's an important thing. I mean, amongst other things, I think respect is definitely important, and especially, I mean, in what you guys are doing here.
I think it's the end all be all, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think it's the end all be all.
Yeah, and I would agree. You know, I mean, for me, mine, with me and where I kind of like impose that is like in the corporate world, and it just don't exist. You follow me? Especially the higher you go up on the ladder is like, fall in line. Like the respect is it's not a factor, So like I know for me myself, I can be successful in that world because of my characteristics, because of my abilities.
Yeah.
But in terms of like really being there and staying there, it's not for me because like you said, that respect is just it's not a top priority in that world.
Exactly.
You follow me?
Exactly.
So I get that. 100%. But let me ask you this: so like how y'all moved out with I got a chance to see it through like some of the videos. So how y'all moved out in ATL? Is it any other cities y'all planning on doing that? I know you mentioned a few of them like New York, Delaware, like just in terms of like reaching your fan base. But I mean, like as far as y'all getting together like that and moving out and making some more magic, is there any other cities that y'all planning on touching like that?
Not
Miami.
Not directly, but you know what I mean. If the city's nice, of course.
Yeah. Miami will be a good joint for y'all. Yeah, I like that.
Me personally, I want to go to the West Coast.
I was going LA a good job too. But even like obviously LA because that's the big.
You gotta get the tri-state area first and all that.
Yeah.
Surrounding states and all that.
I think that's what's first.
Yeah. I mean, y'all got Dodge, so the rest of it. I mean, so y'all moving in the right direction.
Yeah, bro. You gotta get your timeline first, though.
Yeah.
Put the work on 2 albums. But...
Yeah. Yeah. So in terms of that, and you talking about that, we speaking about like, marketing, figuring out other ways to reach the people. So I want to talk to y'all about the Beans situation. It was a video that surfaced where you got the opportunity to be there with Beans. I know you wasn't there, Keith, but I saw your responses was there. You was all in the joint, very supportive.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about that. I want to hear from both perspectives. I want to hear from you, Maine, like how it came about, what it was like for you, what it meant to you, and then Keith, I want to hear some of the same from you.
That situation came from Jamal I met. You know what I mean? So he had a session set up with him. You know what I mean? And he always, like I said, man, respect. He always been supportive. He showed love when he get an opportunity to show love. He always do. And he hit me like, yo, I'm telling you now. I got a situation with Beans. You know what I'm saying? I got a situation with Beans. You welcome to come. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it was super love. All love. I came. Of course, I came. He's one of the greatest. And for real, I regret that, John, because I ain't even never telling how high I thought he was.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, back to that Joe shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was going
back to that Joe shit.
Kind of like, it's there. I think we've been programmed to think that way because our surroundings. I'm with you.
And mind you, I've been listening to this nigga my whole life.
That's a fact.
Whole life.
That's a fact.
I never, ever said.
Yeah.
I respect what you do.
Never said it. And mind you, it was in my head. But I ain't want to be no, you know what I mean?
Because I get what you're saying. I'm with you, yeah.
I got it. But, yeah, back to what I was saying, that was all Jamal Ahmed, man. And we had got a song with me and him. And somebody else from Dodge, Will. And, you know what I mean? We was playing the music for him, and that motherfucker, he loved that shit, man. He wanted to get on this shit. I don't know what happened. But he wanted to really do the shit. Like, he's gonna do this shit for free, for real.
That's fire.
That's how.
Still a dub. Like, however, just
super
the look.
Super dub. Just to be in the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit, I felt good. When I left, nigga, that shit was motivation. That actually pushed the album through, because I'm like, you know what I mean?
We definitely gotta do this shit.
That shit was motivation, bro. I was like, man.
Yeah. What about you, Keith? Like, what was that feel for you?
I got that same phone call. Like, Bags hit niggas like, yo, I got something in the works. It's going down tonight. I want niggas to show up. I couldn't make it, but like, I felt it like fucking knee for shit, like, like, cause
you wasn't there?
Cause I know, nigga, I got shit to offer, bro. He gonna let us shit too, but I'm like, I ain't here right now. Mud's gonna hold it down. Like,
that's a fact.
So it was just, I seen that shit was just like, this Beans, bro. Like, he respected the music.
That's
like,
a fact. That's a fact.
He got that energy, and I like. Bags could have been the type of nigga like, man.
Kept it all to himself.
I got this job, but he always show love, bro. That's why we
fire.
We love Bags, man. Like,
yeah, that's fire. Shout out to
niggas, like, man.
For sure.
Like,
shout out to C's too, man.
Supposed to do. Yeah,
C's got the good angles.
C's is a big part of that.
C's
yes.
recorded that
okay,
shit.
Yeah.
Yes. C's recorded that shit. Clint King. Shout out to Clint King.
Yeah, that's a fact.
C's recorded it, bro, because
C's, bro.
I wasn't even thinking about this shit. Like, it was just a moment.
Yes. Living in the moment. Fully engaged.
And C's for real, like, you know what I'm saying? He got that demeanor where, like, I mean, he not thinking that Joe shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He's just free. He just, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? He had that shit lit for me.
It's a good jump.
He actually took the edge off of my shit for sure. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was,
fire.
You know what I'm saying?
You could tell Beans got that feeling. I'm like, that's when I started snapping. I see Mud's going. Beans like this. It was one bar. I think that's my favorite bar too. He said something about back when we was trapping and shit. Something about coming. They gave him all.
Eric.
What is it? I gave him all.
How you say that shit?
Each dime or some shit
what
like.
the fuck I say?
Beans went like this.
Oh man, I'm plugging it in.
Eric called from Miss Kim. She said she need at least 10, and they was
So
like
about the
5
first.
deep. I gave her one for
For
each
each
friend.
friend. He said. I said, my nigga held it
That's
down,
what I
bro.
said.
Like,
That was my thing. And when I talked to Maine about it, I said, like a Beans, you gotta realize Dodge is a small place.
Yeah.
It's overshadowed by the city. So to hear such a perspective come from a small place,
Right.
you would have had. That's how you know it was real.
Right.
You follow me? Because you will only have to, you don't just say that. You will have to know.
Right.
You follow me? So
Right.
So that was one of the fire Jones
It was
about
a
that
good
joke.
look, man.
Nah, I love that shit, bro. I watched that shit like, man, niggas don't know, bro. Listening to Beans, man, yo, bro. That nigga, you want to talk about inspiration, nigga? Like, I still to this day think he got a fucking top 3 pen of all time.
Shit. Yeah, Beans definitely was probably when you think
Top
about
5,
hip hop.
Top 5. I don't know.
That's a great debate. We can get into that. We can get into that. Y'all, listen,
I can get into it right now. Top 3 pen, not the
top 3 pen.
Top 3 pen of all fucking time.
Top 3.
Oh, I'm not gonna put.
Alright, you go first.
I'm not gonna put Hove in it because Hove.
No, you gotta put who you gonna put in there, bro.
All right, well, I'm gonna say, just in terms of pen, I gotta put Kiss
Just
in there.
lyrics.
I gotta put Kiss in there.
Right.
Kiss. And this just off the top. I'm gonna do something a little different. Y'all probably ain't gonna like this shit. J. Cole is one of my guys.
Okay.
Yeah, Cole got some shit with him. And you say all time? Yeah, Cole. I put Cole in all time. I don't care.
Cole all time.
Yeah.
Say less.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you just talk about pen, it's a little different. It's a little hard. It's a little harder to go off top.
Pen. I don't give a fuck about sales.
Yeah.
None of that.
Kiss, Cole. You might gotta top 3. You might gotta put like. You might gotta go Fab. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
You might gotta go Fab.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I gotta go Fab. I'm sorry.
I love Fab to fucking death.
But no.
That's the top 3.
So let me hear. Let me hear your 3. You go. Y'all go.
I got Kiss.
Yeah.
Hove.
Because Hove.
That third one is just.
The reason why I didn't say Hove is because I know Hove freestyle. He don't really write. I mean, Kiss.
But that's still a pen, though.
That's your pen. That's
because
okay.
the niggas that write, it all come from the same place.
Then
it all come from the same place.
It's gonna change then. It's gonna put if you looking at it like that, I gotta put Hove in there.
Because I was watching
it might be Hove, Kiss, and Styles for me. If you look at it from that perspective.
I would put. See, I don't know where Beans fall in, but Styles and Kiss and Beans, they all in that level.
Yeah.
They reach that level.
Absolutely.
Hove, I think, is a little bit further than them. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because he went a little further. Like his reach is way further than them. So you expect Hove to be a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I hate to put Beans over Styles or Styles over Beans or Kiss over Styles.
Yeah.
I hate to do it. But man, I go back to this. You got The Champ is Here, Part 1.
Which you can't find nowhere. If you got a link to it, send it to me, please.
You got Ghost in the Shell, and then you got Public Enemy #1.
Okay.
All right, so when you go to them 3 mixtapes, like no fucking album. This ain't album music. This is me chalking my shit over niggas' beats. We doing what we do. I ain't never hear nobody top them 3. So Hove, okay, let's put Hove on a different level.
Mm-hmm.
Pen, Beans gotta be like, and then you go to the fact that they even battled.
Yeah.
They battled and they showed you their penmanship. And
which was a great time. It was a great time to be alive.
It was great.
Great time.
It was great. And now you ever gonna see something like that again?
See, I mean,
You ever gonna see something like that?
We ain't
again?
seen it. I mean, we had battles and beefs and shit, but we ain't seen nothing like that.
You never gonna see it ever again because the new battle in this drill, niggas talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got over on you in the streets.
Yeah.
That's not rap. That's not penmanship to me.
Yeah.
That's out of bounds back in the day, bro. Because if you fucking was talking like that back in the day, you was telling on yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's a little. So that's really not. You're never gonna see that again, bro. You never. So that's the most elite of elite battles. The most elite of elite. I don't give a fuck. Even if you want to talk about Nas and Hov,
I was going okay.
If you talk about Nas and Hov, no. I think Kiss and Beans and them was the elite of the elite battles.
So who's your top 3, bro?
I gotta go Hov.
It's hard to pick that third one.
Nah, because I don't want to leave out nobody, man, out of the Kiss Styles and Beans shit.
The reason why, so I'll say this. For me, the reason why Beans isn't there, the reason why for me, he probably not even in my top 10. And I'm a Beans fan. I'm telling you, I'll take you back to when we was kids. It was, y'all was Styles. And I'm like, no, Beans, nigga. But obviously, I've grown to like appreciate Styles' efforts enough to put him in my top 5 all the time. You follow me? But to me, Beans just he ain't do enough. He gave you the classic.
You're right. I agree.
He just didn't do enough.
I agree, but it's always that saying, man. Quality over quantity.
Okay.
Man.
So this is what I said. I just said this on the podcast we did a few days ago. I said this about Kiss. I said that I forget what question Quan had asked me or what we was talking about, but I remember saying something like Kiss might have even exceeded. He might have asked me a question similar to this one, right? And I said Kiss might have even exceeded Big in terms of like penmanship and everything because he had the opportunity to develop more.
To me, it ain't even no question. I know he wouldn't say that out of respect.
Right, absolutely.
But you can't. Come on, Big was what, 25?
Yeah.
Big died at 25, bro.
Yeah.
Kiss is fucking 40-some years old, and I just heard him on Millie's album sounding like a fucking. You know what I'm saying? So. I wouldn't do that. I don't even like putting Pac and Big. We so far gone. We so far past that.
I agree.
I don't even use them no more.
I thought you would probably do better and probably have a better debate by doing like I called it a going too soon, John, and you just think of like Big L, like people that didn't get a chance to.
They all in that. You don't want to compare them to this because this shit evolved so far, bro. It's so. Yeah, you know what I mean? A lot of shit them niggas said back in the day, you probably can't even get away with today. Especially Big. Don't do it. No, he said a lot. Look, it's not to come at him.
Yeah.
But it's just to, you know what I'm saying?
Can't say no
in
shit
today's
like
world, it ain't gonna fly. Gonna fly.
Niggas would have been like,
and
pause.
Especially on here on the back.
Not even pause, nigga. They probably would have banned him. Nigga talk about
canceled him,
throw him over the bridge and all that shit. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's a crazy joke.
That's a super crazy joke.
Yeah, that's a crazy joke.
So let's not. Like I said, man. I put Beans. Beans got some of the all-time greatest verses I've ever heard in my life, and I know he ain't got a lot.
That's a fair.
But Beans, as far as verses, man, like, it's some songs and verses Beans got. I don't know where that shit came from, bro.
Beans heard me say that he ain't did enough. He gonna hit me with the Charlemagne jump. You not qualified to tell me what I did. You ain't qualified.
Yeah, and I do wish Beans did more. I do. I wish Beans stayed with the Rock.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying, lived his best life over there. But you know what I'm saying?
At one point, I thought that Beans would be the next. I thought he would be the next big.
No bullshit. Another nigga I know a lot. I'm gonna probably get. I think Oskito's pen was on a different level than mine.
So is he in your top 3 though?
He in my top 6, 7.
Okay.
Okay. O ain't in my top 3, but he in my top 6 or 7 because O just ain't got the albums.
Yeah.
But if O got 4 mixtapes, that's fucking ridiculous. Like,
look at that, 8 appetizers.
Yeah, like he in my top 6 or 7, Pen.
So who your top 3 again? You say?
I got 4. I got 4 because I don't.
to stretch it out.
So who you say? Who you say, Keith?
I've stopped at 2. I couldn't even.
Yeah, it's tough, and especially when you just boil it down to like penmanship is a little.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just penmanship.
I really might. I don't know. I might gotta put beans at 3.
You have to, man. Okay. I'm sorry,
okay.
man.
I just
he
can't.
Said,
all right, so give me, so if not both of y'all, one of y'all give me like a beans scoop that's top.
A different
3
a line
worthy, yeah.
A line.
It could be a section of a verse. I don't care. I just want.
Milk and cookies for rookies, coffee and donuts for grown-ups. You ass, I smash all opponents. I push whips or part mission, part mission, SUV, partition.
Just go to the Kiss joint. I think that was the height.
That was the joint when he was better with Kiss.
Okay.
But I don't know. He got so many, man.
What's the joint?
I was a Free guy during that too. I mean, not Beans was definitely doing his thing, but during that, like,
yeah,
I thought Free was
good albums.
Yeah, but even just like with the battle shit. Yeah.
He said the joint, man.
What do you say on Can't Be Wife?
No, that is that album, but that album is when he really went fucking crazy on that Dynasty album, bro. That Daddy, where have you been?
Yeah.
That Daddy, where have you been verse?
Can't bring back that 16.
Listen, Scrap, I can't take back that 16.
I'm talking about that 16 he was talking about.
Yeah.
See, that's the second one.
I know.
I'm talking about that 16.
Yeah. He go right at his pop.
Yeah, he went crazy, bro.
Yeah,
and I had a pop, and my pop was always there.
Now you mad at it? Nigga said, no, man. I done listened to this shit back to back to back.
Like,
fuck is you looking at, nigga?
No, I love that shit.
Niggas pop is there. Niggas didn't like the song.
I say, yo, I can only imagine if I had no pop.
Yeah.
That shit would have, bro. But nah, though, man. He got too many verses, man.
Let me ask you this. What you think about you? This is something that y'all did that's relevant to the album, Mac and Brad. So what you think about them?
Boom.
Yeah.
The In and Out. At the beginning of the In and Out, what did he say? He said, yo, what you want to do on this joint? I said, I don't know.
Yeah,
Mac and Brad? That's what I said.
Yeah.
That shit.
That's a classic. Hey. The Truth album, Truth and Reason, I'm not really the biggest Becoming fan. I know it's good, but I think he went kind of like, I know it's got some hits. But I'm talking about the epitome of me being a Beans fan is in the Truth and the Reason.
Yeah, the Becoming, you have to put that
Becoming
on.
might be the best one.
Yeah, you have to put the Becoming on there because...
It really might be.
Excuse me, I'm getting a little kickback. Go ahead, y'all can keep going.
Motherfucking, what's the, Yeah, the Becoming probably the best. But the Reason, I think that was the most underrated.
The Truth set the mark, though. Like, it's always the first album, just like with Old Dodge, man. It's like... They say you can't do better than your first album. I don't believe that, but...
Nah, I seen you do better than your first album.
I feel like whole Black album was better than Reasonable Doubt.
See, I don't judge Reasonable Doubt like I judge our whole album, so I can't really say that.
It took me a long time to catch up to Reasonable Doubt. I remember, I come into the whole...
I can't even say that out of the way.
What?
Go ahead.
I was saying, I come into being a whole fan... because of Annie, just like probably anybody else that wasn't privy to Reasonable Doubt. But Volume 2, 3, The Dynasty, and everything, the blueprints.
You wasn't on the streets of watching and all that.
No. That was a little bit before I became I was still coming into like music. I was still like bad boy, listening to that because that was what was popular. You follow me?
Bullshit. I started off with liking West Coast music before the East Coast music.
It was popping.
I started off with whole Reasonable Doubt, Streets is Watching.
Yeah, I didn't.
All that type of shit.
I was saying shit like this at that age. I was saying like Jay-Z can't even dance and shit.
Yeah,
like, that's what I thought it was about. You follow me?
Jay-Z wasn't a factor to me before.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't become that until Annie.
Actually, bro, I didn't really become a whole fan until like 99. No bullshit.
What album was
that?
That was
98 for
Hard Knock Life. Hard Knock Life.
What's that? Reservoir Dogs on Volume 2?
Yeah. I did The City Is Mine.
That's when he really went like
questions like Wendy Williams harassing me and get upset when I catch feelings. Can I get a minute to breathe? And then that minute you leave. I love that. That was way before 99. So all right, around that time. But deep, when I'm saying he the best, it's like 99. I never consider Hov the best. until like 90.
You got things.
Oh, leading up into that point.
Yeah,
Okay, not throughout his whole
He
career.
dropped
All right.
volume 2.
Yeah, no, that sound about right.
But that's when I started getting my own music.
Yeah.
Reasonable Doubt. That was
way
my
before
brother.
my time.
That was my older brother
I
listening
didn't.
to that shit.
I probably didn't get Reasonable Doubt. I'm gonna be complete. If I'm being completely honest with y'all, I probably because it was so much other stuff after that. Like probably until probably the last maybe 3-4 years. Yeah. I didn't begin to appreciate Reasonable Doubt.
Like I can't say Reasonable Doubt
after his release of 444.
Reasonable Doubt didn't inspire me. I would keep it a bean. I would say motherfucking Sports, Drugs, Entertainment, Cam, Confessions of Fire.
Niggas don't know about that.
That was more of my twist.
SDA. My mom my sister told my mom not to let me get that joint. The Confessions of Fire.
Yeah.
Said, don't let him listen to it.
Confessions of Fire, man. I know that shit.
Cam used to rap like sort of like how Eminem rap too.
Yeah, like, Confessions of Fire changed my life, bro.
Nigga used to say some crazy shit.
Like it introduced me to a world I ain't never know.
Big L used to rap like that too.
Well, I'm getting static kicking back.
Big L definitely used to rap like that too.
Yeah, that shit.
They started with Big L. And see, this is another thing. Just through doing my history check.
Right.
Big L had Cam and Jay under the wing at one point in time.
Yeah, see, but you can hear it when you hear them old freestyles. You hear both of them in him.
Yeah,
you hear him.
Yeah, and they wasn't as at that point. They was the young niggas.
Yeah,
you feel me? They was they wasn't at that point. So he might have been way more polished than even a Jay at that point in time.
Especially the old Hov.
Yeah,
especially the old Hov. Like if you watch that Hov and DMX battle, that sound like a Big L type flow. You see what I'm saying? That X and Hov joint when they in the I don't know where the fuck they at backstage.
In the backstage joint, and the Muslim Bull came out right.
Yeah. I think Hov was sounding like Big L right now.
Okay.
But
Hov. But that was probably his thing too. Yeah.
Yeah, Hov.
He was doing that.
Like I missed
that shit was hot too, but it was like
I missed
to slow it down.
I missed where I'm from, and I'm pretty sure if I was old enough, it would have been my shit. But I missed it. I had to go back to that.
It was change the game, like you say, West Coast. Like when I'm talking about the epitome, change the game. That might be a little bit more into it, but I think like what was it? In the club. Beans and Mill, like that type shit. For
that's
the fam.
Carter 3. That's the Carter 3.
Yeah.
But like I said, when I got introduced to rap from Warren G and Snoop Dogg, Regulators and Doggy Styles. That was my introduction. Like no bullshit, bro.
I went straight to Hov and Nas, and
my pop bought me a boombox, and the first CD I got was
that's fire.
Regulators, Doggy Style. Motherfucker.
So I could see how even with the samples and stuff how that played because they was definitely sampling.
And then when I start going outside, now the older niggas they banging Master P. And this one I'm in Chester. You know
I bet but that made perfect sense though. Yeah, like I could see it, but all relevant though.
Nah, for real. For sure, all of them, it was no East Coast shit for me. None. Yeah. I did not listen to East Coast rappers.
You was listening to the
Mace.
Money?
Mace was my guy. Mace.
That was probably my first. That's
Harlem
probably my
World.
introduction.
What year did Harlem World come out?
97.
That was my guy.
Right after Big died.
After Mace came out, I never listened to no other coast.
Yeah.
Because look, you gotta think. Locks was on that album. Hov was on that album. X on that. Busta on that album. Yeah. I'm like, I got introduced to all these niggas through him. Yeah. No bullshit.
Yeah, I would say the same.
No bullshit.
The age, about 10 years old. Yeah.
And that's how it was Mace, bro. You know what I mean? I performed Mace on the talent show like 450.
I did that at summer camp. That's
no
the Been Around the World, remix.
I had two bitches with. Tell me what you want, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
No more that.
You said that must be the one.
Yeah. No, I said Maine instead of Mace.
You did hit it with the lazy flow.
No bullshit. Look, and that's part of the reason I probably fuck with Mace because it was easy to memorize his shit because he wasn't rapping all stupid fast.
I thought it was Mace back.
Mace was fire though.
Pretty boy nigga.
I used to wear my hat, my fitted back.
Yeah, cover the.
I remember we went to a party in Park Lane. I was mad as shit. The bitch said, she said, yo, he look like Lil C's. I said,
Damn.
I was mad as shit. I said, bitch, I'm like, babe, shit.
Hey, yo.
I said, yo, see how I'm rocking my feet?
That nigga shot, man.
You out of pocket, bro.
So that play into one of the joys I had. If you was like, so you spoke about like Regulators, Master P, Mace. What was some of those? What was some of the albums or music for you, Keef, like earlier on in your life that kind of like brought you to music? Whether it was,
I was listening to everything my brother was listening to.
Okay, give us an example of something. Like what was you listening?
I told you, Reasonable Doubt.
Okay.
Volume 1,
At
2.
10? He was at 10?
No, and I knew it word for word. I still know this shit word for word to this day.
That's crazy.
Bro. I'm like 5 years old listening to this
Yeah.
shit. I'm a young boy, like, but I got into a little Nas. Even that was more my brother's. I was a whole boy.
Yeah.
He was like Nas. Yeah, Wu-Tang. I ain't really get into that. Who else was he listening to?
I had a Wu CD.
I listened to Wu, but I ain't really get into this shit too deep. But
I was an R&B boy too. I had Boys
Boys
II
II
Men.
Men.
Yeah, I had Boys II Men.
It must have been the thing, bro.
I had John B.
I wasn't. A
My
R&B
mom wouldn't
dude
let
back
me
then.
listen to rap, so she would just buy me
I had to
R&B.
listen to my
I didn't get
Boosie
rap until I started buying my own music.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. But
Yeah.
my pop put me on music early in the game.
Yeah.
Like, he knew something.
Yeah.
Like, for no bullshit. Like, he bought... I didn't ask for that shit, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think he like, yo, listen to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't even a rap bull.
Yeah.
He more of a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My Earth, Wind, and Fire, them type
That's
people
fire.
and shit.
This
Yeah.
is way bonding with you, like,
But I guess he'd see how I am. I mean, we in the car and listen to the radio and shit. He'd see how I'm a music boy. You know what I'm saying? So my pop, like, I mean, and mind you, I got a lot of brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
I was the one that got the radio. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their own shit. Everybody else had everybody had their own shit, bro. Everybody.
That's fire.
But no bullshit, man. And like I said, Master P became my favorite rapper at one point too. And that shit was that No Limit shit. That kind of changed. That honestly,
yo, that was one thing I wasn't big on down south and West Coast. I really ain't listened to them niggas to like.
that No
gotta
Limit
say-
shit used to be my shit.
You gotta say that when Jeezy came out, that's when I started listening to down south. I ain't gonna hold you.
When niggas was talking that Cash Money shit, I was super No Limit, boy. Super No Limit.
Cash Money. Well, obviously you said Cash Money and No Limit. I would ask you. You think No Limit was the better of the two?
Not today, but
Yeah.
but back
In that time.
Back then.
for sure.
I mean, they was there first too. They was Master P had kicked the door open way before them.
Yeah,
Not way, but
and
first.
and you gotta think Master P was a rapper and Baby wasn't no rapper. I didn't look at Baby as no rapper, and the rest of them niggas was kids. You gotta think Master P and Baby was the heads of they joint.
Right.
Master P rap, Baby did, so it didn't even make sense for Cash Money to win. They just had the kids. They grew into their roles. Let's be real. Wayne grew into that role better than anybody you ever seen in your life.
I agree.
You never seen a kid star turn into an adult star like that ever. Wayne was a kid star first. Bow Wow wasn't. Name a kid star you seen they accepted him as an adult like that. Wayne did that shit easy, effortlessly. Cause Wayne was a kid, wobbly. He looked like he like 15 in that shit. Like he changed. Like I said, and that's another nigga you gotta give credit to. I didn't put him in a penmanship because there was a lot of rumors and shit, that the Gilly shit. But even take that out. Let's be real, bro.
Yeah, put him up there.
He up there.
Yeah, another song we talked a little bit about him on our recent recording.
I mean, Wayne, truthfully, man, if you put everything, take not just penmanship, selling records and culture and trendsetter, he's in top
Yo, how wasn't
three.
he in my top 3?
He in the top 3.
Yeah.
Wayne
He
is-
earned my respect too, because I told you I ain't even listening now. So
Wayne's super top.
he's definitely my 3rd one. I'm a real guy.
Wayne, what you think was the best Wayne era?
The drought.
mixtape era.
The drought.
2008. Yup.
Drought
In between Carter
He was
2
going
and Carter
crazy.
3.
Yeah.
He was losing his mind.
The drought era.
That's what I said.
Nah, actually, yeah, in between that. See, that nigga never stopped, man.
Going
I don't even know.
Then you got no ceilings era.
Yeah, because the no ceiling, I think the drought era was better.
The drought one was.
The drought era
crazy.
was
Everybody was on it.
The drought era made me want to get some money, bro. Because everybody, that's when you needed
CD
a
niggas
car.
was coming up if you had Wayne.
Yeah, bro. Everybody was flocking around that time.
Mm-hmm.
That was the hustling era, bro. Jeezy was out. That was the hustling era. Ross was out.
Mm-hmm.
That was the era. Like, you had some money, dog. And Hove used to rap that money shit. But Hove was talking astronomical shit.
Yeah, we ain't know.
You know, you couldn't get to that level.
I said this about Hove. I said he went from the Blueprint. No, he gave us the Black Album, and then he said he was gonna retire. You know, he started talking that that Button Up and Blazer shit. Yeah. I said damn, we was still doing jerseys and like damn, you told us that's what. We couldn't understand it. We was too young to understand Blazers you know what I mean? We didn't understand it.
I didn't even try. I was super. That's when I was D-Block boy. That's when I was. Yeah, I didn't even try. I wasn't never that pretty shit. I wasn't on that. I was more or less. They was talking fatigue. We used to get the Dickies and we was good. Yeah. We was good.
So you talk in a few of your songs. You talk about like Jim Jones. Yeah. Like he was. I could see a connection to him being.
Jim,
with that history.
I think Jim is we talk about this shit all the time. But looking back today, if I'm being real,
your style is similar. Like.
His discography could be better than Keef's.
Oh, Jim? Yeah. If you factor in,
today,
even albums.
Today.
Even albums.
Today.
Yeah.
On My Way to Church. Let's go all the way back to On My Way to Church.
Yeah.
I remember on 52nd Street copping that. Like, when it dropped, we out. Straight like that.
Yeah. So what Cam dropped around that time?
Killer Season, maybe?
Yeah, but we ain't gonna compare them
two. Come Home With Me?
On My Way... Nah, Come Home With Me was the, early Rockefeller, yeah. So it was probably Killer... I mean, that's all he did was...
I don't want to say his discography better than Cam's, but... For them to be that close, for them to be, and seeing where he came from, like...
Cam took a lot of breaks, too. Jim stayed active, you know.
Yeah, man.
He evolved.
I just think Jim is, like, the most underrated motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, as far as consistency, everything, bro. Not falling off, staying... Still to this day, bro. Mm-hmm. Right now... I see Jim on interviews.
That's the key to this shit, though. You gotta stay relevant, bro.
I commend him for that. I like I said, Jim is a big ass influence on my shit.
Yeah.
You heard it, though.
Cause he was more or less like, he was the boy that's like, yo, I'm gonna make something out of nothing type boy. You know what I'm saying? Like.
He was the hype man. He wasn't even a rapper.
Yeah.
Even when he was rapping early on in his career, he wasn't. It wasn't like how it is today. It was.
Yeah, I put him on a level. I put him like I said, man. I put him on a different level. I don't put him in the greats and all that shit. But as far as me personally, what I listen to, when I was riding around doing whatever the fuck I was doing, he was heavy on my shit.
Word.
Heavy.
So I want That was a good segment. That we started pod and we went from the interview to the podcast.
I kind of wanted
that was fire. That was fire. So I only got two more joints here, and we'll be concluding this stuff. So I got this quote here, and I want to read it out to y'all and to our listeners, and I just want to get y'all input on it. It is relevant to some of the other aspects, some of the other areas of conversation we had earlier on. But this one right here is something I saw on social media. I'm pretty sure y'all saw it, but I wanted to share it with y'all, and I kind of wanted to get y'all thoughts on it.
Right.
All right, so this one came from again Jamal Ahmed. Shout out to him. Mm-hmm. So he posted, Rat gave us Havoc and P, Nas and AZ, Meth and Redman, but Dodge gave us FASTLANE, MAINE, and Keef Dave. I want to ask, what does that type of recognition mean to you, and what do you feel your impact has been on Dodge City rap culture? We kind of touched on some of these things, but, we structured it as a question, so I wanted to lay it out.
That's just, I don't know, I just appreciate, it's respect, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's all it is. You just showing respect.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that shit. Like, You comparing us to like greats, like
Yeah.
big name, but like fuck it.
And it's not, you know,
Who was on that list?
you got Havoc and P, you got Nas and AZ, Meth and Redman. So I think what he kind of like did there was like
the
duos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's respect, bro. Like that's all, man.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a great honor, you know. I mean, it says a lot. And then you got to figure too, bro, everything, even all of those artists, those duos that you named there, they started somewhere. They started at some point. Mm-hmm. So even if we still got some progress, some moving forward to do, it's still a great thing to be in this aspect of your career and to be even thought of in that light. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what about you? What about you, man? Like how that feel?
I mean, you know, me and Bags talk a lot, so I know how he feel. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, I appreciated it, bro. I appreciated it. I really did. Mm-hmm. Like they great rappers, man. But me personally, I don't like putting they make careers out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We more or less striving still. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I definitely appreciate it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas they elite. You know what I'm saying? They elite. They figured a way. We ain't figured that shit out. So, you know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate that shit, though.
I thought it was when I saw it, I thought it was a great show of respect from him to y'all. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's a great thing to be even thought of in that light. I mean,
no, that was definitely love. I appreciated that motherfucker for saying that, though.
Yeah. So is there anything that I didn't touch on? Anything that I didn't ask that y'all might want to get off on the Young Black and Gifted podcast? We talked about the albums. You know, a little bit of, you know, we reminisced a little bit with the music. Anything that I didn't touch on that y'all want to bring to light?
Just what's coming, man. Just let them know we ain't done. So, you know what I mean? The vault's still open. And we still recording at that, so we ain't done, man. We got visuals coming. And we gonna figure out a way to get this shit to the next level. That's all it's all about, man. But I appreciate everybody that's helping that shit get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't over, man. That's it.
Yeah, we just gonna keep working, man. Like,
it ain't over, bro.
I want to get it to the point, like, man, you see how, like, I want people from Dodge to be like, they got somebody, like, that made it, and they, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
no bullshit.
And it's there. I mean, the opportunity.
We just gonna keep pushing until we want to be the first ones to be like, put on for Dodge. Like, yeah, man. We got Keith David FASTLANE.
And this is another thing I want to point out too, y'all.
We got Keith David FASTLANE.
This what y'all helping to do too. Cause niggas is prone to saying they from Philly.
Yeah.
Niggas is making it cool to be from where you from. You follow me?
Word like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen it. You know, I'm not gonna get into naming names, but I've seen it where people are in position and they'll just say, "Oh, I'm from Philly." But, you know, even if we talking about duos, if you think about Styles and Kiss, you know, they help put Yonkers on the map. And they it's not even one of the boroughs.
They know where Yonkers was.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? That's in New York, like, yeah, bro, that's the same thing with Dodge, like.
That's real shit though, man.
Cause when we go out of town, niggas like, y'all from where? No, but we from Dodge though. Like we live near Philly, but we from Dodge. We want we try and put
that's important,
this
man.
On the map. We want to give y'all our story for Dodge. Like I'm not trying to give you no story from Philly. I'm not from Philly. Like,
and enough people.
Shout out to Philly, man.
Yeah, no, and I'll touch on that too. But enough people doing that. You don't got. It's not too many people doing it the way that y'all doing it. I mean, there are other people, but it's not the thing, right? I'll say, like, even for myself, it's a little similar. Like Maine talk about being from originally from Chester, but it's Dodge. You know, that's my thing too. First couple of years of my life was Philly, but Kyle win, but Dodge. You follow me? But nonetheless, that's what it is, and I think that's important with all the talent you know, whether it's music, artists,
Right.
sports, being, you know, we got,
Yeah.
there's a lot of great things that come from this town, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's more about, but it's up to us, though. We shouldn't leave it on the person that's doing good to represent it. The town has to support that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be, all right, let's take Kamara, for example, right? Kamara Jordan, right? Everybody don't know what he do, but I see him, like, come back. He made it far out. You know what I'm saying? To the point where he was, contract with the Minnesota Vikings, right?
Yep.
Come back, you know what I'm saying? My son played basketball. He's a coach. I don't think people know that. You know what I'm saying? It's
For the league that your son was in? That's fire.
Yeah, he was a coach on my son's team.
Yeah,
That's fire. I ain't know that.
But it's more or less like, you know what I'm saying? It's up to us to put that out there. You know what I'm saying, though, bro? It's not up to Kamar to say I did all this. It's up to us. You know what I'm saying? The people that recognize that shit. So that's what it's about, bro. And once people get on that wave, and that's when the shit take off. It don't take off by me saying, yo, I'm the hottest rapper. I'm hot. That's not what starts this shit. It starts by Dodge saying we belong in a place that where the rest of the motherfuckers is at.
That bring me to, you know, that bring me to this thing that I had about, I kind of like compared Dodge, not so much compared Dodge to like Atlanta, but when you think about Atlanta, like they wasn't accepting of Atlanta in the beginning. You know, you
see what I mean?
They was at the Source Awards like getting booed and all that, but they stood tall. And ultimately ended up taking over the entire. They on like damn near 25 years.
Exactly, because nobody ain't gonna come into your city and say y'all hot. Your city have to say y'all hot. If your city not doing it, it's what the fuck? It's nothing. It's that simple, bro. It's that fucking simple, bro. New York was down for so fucking long simply because niggas start hating each other. That's it. That's Philly don't go nowhere because it's no unity out this bitch. It's nothing.
I heard somebody actually say that, and that shit kind of that was like a reality check. I heard somebody actually say that, somebody that from Philly that's on the rap scene actually say that in the rap.
Look at
There's
everybody.
no unity on these
look
streets.
At
I say,
everybody
damn.
that make it, bro. Look at everybody that make it, bro. It's individual shit. It's not a city type shit. Go look at motherfucking Drama went and got Uzi. Ross came and got Meek. Hove came and got Beans. It's never the city putting the city on. You see what I'm saying? It's like it got in Atlanta. It's the total opposite, bro.
Absolutely.
It's the total opposite. Absolutely. They stand on their own. They got their own shit.
I'll say this.
Philly trying to get on that wave now, though, with the younger generation and shit.
No, and I like that. Like I be seeing the young boys, they all cool and tight. But at the same time, it's another culture of the young boys that's going at it. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Why are they going at it, nigga? Where the OGs at? Like, yo, bro, what the fuck is you doing, nigga? You halfway out. You got 1 foot out. You see these little niggas. I see little niggas, motherfuckers getting plucked left and right from the city. Got tens and thousands of views, but right now they in CFCF. That don't make sense to me. Who was the dude that be like, yo, my nigga,
you got something going with this.
Here, I got this for you. Go sit back, bro. You don't even gotta do this. Go. That's the problem, my nigga. It's like niggas is dead. Niggas is booked. These little niggas don't care, bro. They don't got no feelings. Yo, listen to the music. That's what's making you like the music. Go listen to that shit. We seen Chicago come out of that shit. That's a fucking. What's the word I'm looking for? That shit
Epidemic?
Nah, that shit is an aberration. That's what the fuck it is. It's not gonna happen again. You feel what I'm saying? Go look at all them niggas from Chicago that made it. It's 4 or 5 of them successful.
Yeah.
10,000 of them was rapping. I say 5 of them successful. That's it. That shit don't work, bro. You gotta figure it out. They
was killing same shit, killing each other.
Exactly.
Back and forth.
Exactly. And the niggas that's on is the niggas that say, you know what? That shit ain't, I'm out. That shit ain't for me. The niggas that said, oh, I'm still gonna be here, they still there. The niggas that's on is gone. They said, nah, I'm out. Go look at Chief Keef. He don't go back in that city. Go look at G Herbo. Go look at Dirk and them. The niggas is out. Yeah, they act like it to keep that shit going.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real, bro. They not indulging in that shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, and that's what motherfuckers don't get. And that's the main thing. When somebody, you gotta show and prove. So somebody gotta come up to let the little niggas know. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that ain't it, my nigga. That ain't it, bro. I see what you're saying, but you got the fan base already. It's over. It's over, bro. You could go rap. Niggas is making millions from their basement, bro. You don't have to be out here with them. Feel what I'm saying? You is once niggas get to that level, bro, get the city on that level, and I wouldn't put the pressure on nobody, but Philly got artists that can do it. But I mean, they gotta want to do it, bro. It's just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is, but I don't like speaking on Philly. I'm talking about Derby.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's my job to try to figure it out so I can help somebody else figure it out.
Yeah, and I think I think that you guys have presumed that position. You know, and you know, some people when you talk about in terms of greatness, bro, it's never like you tried to do it. I mean, you put effort into things,
right,
but it just kind of like happens at times. I think that this is one of those things. And then when you speaking about like the goals for the future, that's like chosen stuff. You follow me?
Right.
So even when we sit here and we dialogue about, you know, some of the obstacles that we may face, the things that we can do to overcome them,
right,
that's what that's about.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me?
Right.
People, it's up to us to destroy and rebuild, to
exactly.
you know, we want to rewrite this shit how it's been and what it's about.
Exactly.
You know, one of the things which was my main reason for wanting to get y'all here, obviously the music, but I see it's a lot more there. You know, it's something that I try to do with the platform period is look into places where the light isn't being shed. Not that I got the biggest platform,
right,
but we coming up together.
Right.
You follow me? We doing this together. It's not that yeah, we putting ourselves in a situation where, you know, you get to talk, but we working, y'all helping me just as much as I may be helping y'all. You follow me? And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
You follow me? Is finding ways to work together. And I'll say this, so I want to share this with y'all. I'm gonna share two things about y'all, right? So I'll share my joint with you, Maine. So and then I got one for you too. Mm-hmm. So my first thing with you is a couple weeks ago, I had found myself in this situation, this online back and forth. You follow me? And one of the things you did was, now mind you, the way I'm going about it, I'm playing mental chess, just being messy. You follow me?
Right.
You know, not even thinking about how it's coming off.
Picture,
yeah, you follow me? And one of the things you did was you reached out. You follow me? And although I may have had support coming from other places, the fact that you know, yeah, we've been talking about music, but we don't talk about like life, you know, man to man stuff like that. Right. So you had kind of like put me in a position where you had kind of like checked me. I'll say, for lack of a better term, check me, right? I'll say that, and I think that's a major part of what's happening here too. We need to be able to have that happen
for sure
without taking it personal.
For sure.
Because even your perspective was larger than even what I was seeing at the moment.
Right.
And you helped me to come into the larger picture. So when we talk about what we doing here and how we trying to build, I think that's important. People have to be receptive of it too. Right. You know what I mean?
Back to the respect word.
Yes.
It's always, like I said, end all be all.
Yes.
Because what you're building is you want something for somebody to respect. Because if they don't respect it, there's no reason to watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit podcasts I used to listen to I don't listen to because I don't like where it's going. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect it no more. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree.
So you want to keep that level of respect, and that's the only thing I was telling you. You don't want to, you know what I mean, bring your value down by indulging in shit you don't even gotta indulge in. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it was yeah, no. And it was on time and it was received well. So that was, you know, that kind of like played into like what you talking about there, and you know it was needed, and ain't nobody else hit me up with that tight joint. You follow me? So it was probably like when I talk about certain things happening, that had one of those things that may have happened for a reason for me. So I got a funny story for you, Keef, and shit. I know I always talk to you about it, but I want to share it. Well, I don't know if Maine ever heard it, but I'll share it with the podcast. I've known Keef since dating back to middle school. Just the same thing as I know Maine. I know Maine about the same amount of time.
Right.
But me and Keef used to play on the same basketball team with each other. So Keef was he was a baller. That's what he did. He was the largest reason we won a lot of our games. I wasn't one of the star players, but I made the team. And one of the things, and I compared kind of like how Keith was back in those times, how he contributed to our basketball team. I reached out to you after the album, and I kind of like compared it to even that. Right? It's like you can do this shit. You follow me? But it's like you do it at your own time. You follow me? So even like with the basketball, I can remember our coach at the time, Mr. King. Somebody go get Keith. You know what I mean? We come out the back door, go knock on the door for him. He like, oh, we got a game and shit. You know what I mean? Come in the gym, getting niggas a dub. Wasn't even thinking about playing basketball. You follow me? So when I say the same thing, like even when I kind of like compare it to like even with the rap too. You made this comparison like with the Beans thing, how it was like kind of like. But my thing is, when you step on that court, when you dedicate yourself to doing that thing, that's what you do. You deliver. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to. I know I shared that with you personally, but I wanted to share that. And like Keith was, like I said, during those days on the basketball team, he was the reason why we won a large amount of our games. So shout out to Keith for that. You know what I mean? Right. That's my input. Y'all got anything that we? Oh no! Before we conclude, I want to ask y'all one thing. I got some questions down here, right? And especially since we was able to talk about some of the youth and just some of the goals that we trying to set here. I want to ask both of y'all if y'all can answer this question for me. If you can give your younger self some advice, what would it be? The reason why I asked, right? When I was building this episode, it was two particular points that both of y'all gave. It was a line that you did. It was how you started off on Fallen Angels. You remember what you said when you cut? You know what you said, right?
What, free my something in my pop at the same
yes.
time. That John.
Yes. So and then for you, Maine, it was your efforts on Young Nigga. You follow me? You telling the story, you giving a perspective.
Right.
So, at first I wanted to kind of like pinpoint that and break that down, but nonetheless I said, I'm gonna just make it real simple. We ain't gotta go into that.
Yeah.
I wanted to potentially ask y'all to give some young people some advice based off of your own experiences. But nonetheless, if you could give your younger self some advice, what would it be to help better prepare yourself?
I would go
for
to
the
2 a.m. and Dodge. I would go to that.
You say what?
I would go to 2 a.m. and Dodge when I
okay.
When I said tell my youngest stay away from all that cool shit. I think early I got caught up in that. You know what I'm saying? And when I said that, I said stay away from all that cool shit, you know what I'm saying? What's popping ain't always for you. You feel what I'm saying? Some shit going pop and you just want to be a part of it because it look cool and fun. But I had to get older to realize like everything ain't for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like personally, I did a lot of shit. Well, when you're growing up, you experimenting with shit.
Right.
I wish I ain't experiment with a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because it slow up my own progress from who I am. You know what I'm saying? So when you experiment with what other people do, you know what I'm saying? Friends, family, whatever. You know what I mean? It takes you away from who you are because you experience. Just what works for him don't work for you. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's the most important thing for me. I would tell myself, you know what I'm saying, stay the course. You know what I'm saying? If you set your goals and follow them, everything ain't always for you. If it's for you, it's going to be there. That's it.
It's fire. I like that. What about you, Keith?
Yeah, pretty much what he feeding off of my said and shit. Like you got be your own boss basically. Like you got to do. Hove had a line like, what was that? That was reasonable. Reasonable. Don't listen to your crew. Do what works for you.
Yes.
Like, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do in life for you, like real. Like,
Word. It's a fire joint, man.
For sure.
Well, that's all I got for y'all, man. That concludes our sit down, man. That was a great joint. Again, thank you for coming through, sharing y'all sentiments, sitting down with me. Absolutely, man.
Thanks for having us.
Again, you know, if y'all haven't, likewise. If y'all haven't yet, y'all make sure y'all go listen to Old Dodge 3, Volume 3, and Nobody Left, the albums, man.
On platform.
Yeah.
Every platform.
FASTLANE, MAINE, and KEEF Dave. There y'all have it, man.
For sure. Appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, my guy.
Underrated made it.
I promise I will never ever cave, nigga. Get this shit my all, never question what I gave, nigga. And you can take that to the grave with you. Ain't no looking back, ain't nobody left to save, nigga. I promise I will never ever cave, nigga. Get this shit my all, never question what I gave, nigga. And you can take that to the grave with you. Ain't no looking back, ain't nobody left to save, nigga.
This shit remind me of the good times. Mom Dukes dancing in the kitchen, sipping good wine. With the oldies on. Shit was rough, but we was holding on. Selling crack like we know we wrong.